Hi, I'm John Fraser with Simms Fishing Products, and today we're going to discuss a really important topic, and that is what wader is right for you. The answer to that question wouldn't be so complicated if we only made one or two models of waders. But here at Simms, we don't just make one or two models of waders. In fact, we offer the most robust collection of waders in the entire industry. And the reason for that is because we recognize and understand the fact that different anglers have different angling needs. We've been in the wader game now for decades. It's arguably what put us on the map so many years ago. If you wanted to put a timeline to it, I would say it really all started back in 1993 when we introduced the very first waterproof breathable wader. At the time, that was a really significant innovation, but today it's really kind of become an industry standard. Another aspect that I'd like to mention that really sets us apart and something we take a lot of pride in is our sizing. We don't just offer small, medium, large, XL, and so on. Some of the waders that I'm going to show you today have as many as 19 standard sizes, and then we also have plenty of custom options as well. Something else I'd like to call out is the fact that all of the waders that I'm going to walk you through today have a fantastic warranty program attached to them. And in addition to that, we've got a really talented team working in our in-house repair center. And it's always amazing to me what these folks are able to repair and get back out onto the water. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with what I consider to be our most basic wader and kind of work our way up the chain all the way up to the most technologically advanced. That way you can see the entire line and make a decision for yourself. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so I'm going to give you a very quick walkthrough of our tributary collection of waders. What you're looking at here is the men's version. It is also available in a women's and a kids version as well. And the reason for that is because we really want this wader to be accessible for all anglers. And that's primarily because, bar none, this is the perfect choice for anglers that are just getting into fly fishing. Another great use case is maybe you're an angler that has a limited need for waders throughout the year. Fantastic choice with the tributary wader. So what we have here is a 3-layer polyester upper. It's going to be nice and lightweight, breathable, really mobile. As we come down, you're going to see this darker fabric in the lower portion of the wader. That's a 4-layer polyester. It's going to give you added durability in the most active area of the wader. In terms of features, we'll start from the top. We have stretch elastic suspenders that are fully adjustable. We also have opposing male-female buckles on those, which allows for a waist-high conversion. As we move down, you'll see we have a really nice oversized zippered chest pocket. Really great spot to stash fly boxes, tippet, any other ancillary tools you might want to keep close to hand. Behind that pocket, we have a micro fleece line reach-through hand warmer pocket. Perfect spot to revitalize frozen fingers. We also have a 2-inch nylon fully adjustable wading belt. And then you'll also notice we've got a front leg seam here. That's going to give you a little bit of articulation and therefore really great mobility. As we come down to the bitter end, you'll see what we call a self-fabric gravel guard. And then you have this gathered elastic bottom hem. All you do is fold that over the top of your boot and it's going to keep sand, dirt, debris, all out of your wading boots while you wade. So in a nutshell, that is the tributary stocking foot wader, and once again, perfect choice for new anglers or anglers that have a limited use for waders throughout the year. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the Freestone collection. What you're looking at here is the men's Freestone stocking foot. It is a killer wader. It's been in the line for a number of years, just continues to get better and better with each iteration. So who is this wader for? I would say this is a perfect choice for any angler that's kind of graduated beyond that kind of dabbler phase of their career. So it's a great option for any angler out there that wants to expand their knowledge, their range, their time on the water. And really what makes that possible is the fabric package. As we work our way up the chain, you'll notice that we're going to be diving into more and more performance-driven fabrics. And I would say this is really kind of the beginning of that progression. So what we have is a 4-layer upper, 4-layer lower. It's a Torre quadrilam fabric. It's lightweight, it's breathable, but really where it shines is the durability it brings to the table. It's going to last season after season. In terms of features, we've got stretch elastic suspenders, opposing male-female buckles for a waist-high conversion. Another cool feature on the Freestone is we have included a built-in tippet tender pocket. As we come down, you will notice that we have a band of webbing here, which is a great spot to dock any tools you might want to keep close to hand. We've got a oversized zippered stretch woven chest pocket. Behind that, reach through micro fleece line hand warmer pocket, slight upgrade on the wading belt. I would also call out that we have a front seam, but also we have a back seam. It's going to really maximize the articulation and therefore mobility in the wader. As we come down, you'll see we've got our integrated neoprene gravel guard. It's a super functional gravel guard to keep any debris out of your boots, but also gives you that classic Simms look. As I mentioned, this is part of a collection. So this wader is also available in a men's zippered stocking foot, a women's stocking foot, as well as a pant. But we also have the men's Freestone Z boot foot wader. So this is essentially the exact same wader I just walked you through with the inclusion of a center front zipper, a slightly different pocket array. But really where I want to camp out is the boot. So why would you want a boot foot versus a stocking foot? For me, it's all about convenience. It's really nice to pull up to the water and just be able to slide right into a singular wader. The same thing for when you're done. The other real advantage is there is no better choice out there if you're going to be fishing in really cold environments. This is going to keep your feet nice and warm. You don't have to deal with frozen laces and things like that. We've got a grid fleece liner on this, so once again, super warm. I would not recommend a boot foot if you're planning on spending most of your day on foot. They're just a little too clunky for that. That's where you're going to want a stocking foot. But again, if you're going to be spending the majority of your time in a drift boat and it's super cold out, you're going to want a boot foot. And that rounds out the Freestone collection. All right, so now I'm gonna give you a rundown of a super cool, really techie wader. This is our Confluent stocking foot. So we brought this to the table really to cater to the needs of the most active anglers out there. You know, the anglers that are spending a ton of time in the backcountry, boulder hopping, ducking under branches to access their favorite piece of water. This wader has been in development for a number of years, and really the reason why is because of the most noteworthy aspect, and that's this knee construction right here. We tried all kinds of things to get this right. Adhesive with knee pads on the exterior, on the back side of the fabric. We even tried it between the fabric, and what we finally landed on is more of an inlay type construction. And so by that, what I mean is there's no wader fabric behind this neoprene padding right here. So it's really inlaid, incorporated into the lower portion of the wader. So in addition to giving you really great cushion there, it's also going to provide a ton of flex, which is really going to complement the other key feature of this wader, and that's the upper fabric package that we're utilizing here. So this is a 4-layer Torre stretch fabric. So again, coupled with the knee pad, you're going to get really great mobility up top, which is going to be really nice for those really active anglers. In terms of features, just like on G3, we've got our air mesh suspender system here. We've got opposing male-female buckles for a waist-high conversion. We also have our tippet tender pocket. And then we have this zippered chest pocket here. This is a highly water-resistant zipper, by the way. And we've got zippered pass-through micro fleece line hand warmer pockets behind that. And then we also have 2 loop fly fields, great place to store or dry your flies. This one has an integrated tool docking system incorporated into it. Then we have a stretch elastic, fully adjustable wading belt. And as you might imagine, we've got our integrated neoprene gravel guard. So all in all, a killer wader if you're gonna be on the move from sunup to sundown. Really comfortable. This is our Confluent stocking foot. Okay, so let's talk G3. So G3 has been in the line all the way back to 2003. It's been in the line longer than any other wader. It's won more consumer and industry awards than any other wader we offer, and probably any other wader that's out there. And really, that's because of how versatile this wader is. It's really kind of what we consider to be the workhorse of our wader collection. Also, I'd add, in my mind, G3 is really and truly the heart and soul in terms of everything we do with all of the waders that we make. It's made 100% in Bozeman, Montana by our highly skilled wader maker team. And it's just a fantastic all-around wader. So who is it for? I would say this is a perfect option for any avid angler out there. It's really what we consider to be guide caliber, and by that what I mean is if you're going to be more or less living in your wader, this is where it really starts. So I'm going to just talk briefly about the fabric. Once again, we're kind of going up that progression in terms of performance-driven fabric. What we have is a 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell upper, so really nice and lightweight, super durable, but really, really breathable. When we come down, you'll see this darker fabric. This is a 4-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell, so you're going to get a little added durability in the lower portion of the wader. We'll go ahead and start talking about some of the features. So starting from the top, we've got our nice air mesh suspender system. It's going to be really, really supportive and really comfortable. It's going to give you great breathability. You've got this nice back harness here, which is really going to take a lot of the weight off of your shoulders. As we come down, you'll also notice we've included 2 belt loops here. That way the angler has the option of having their wading belt ride low or a little bit higher. Also, real quick, I just want to touch on the fact that we have extended that 4-layer Gore-Tex all the way up through the seat, just to give the angler a little bit more durability in the seat portion of the wader. So let me spin this guy back around here and continue working down. So we have our zip out tippet tender pocket, which is a really nice additional feature. We also have our oversized zippered stretch woven chest pocket. Behind that we have zippered reach through micro fleece line hand warmer pocket. It's really nice to have these zippers in case you're rowing in a drift boat. It's going to really help you prevent that oar from catching. We've got a stretch elastic fully adjustable wading belt. Once again, we have our patented front and back leg seam that's really going to amplify the articulation and mobility of the wader. And once again, we have our integrated neoprene gravel guard for that classic Simms look and just really functional gravel guard to keep debris out. Once again, this is part of a collection, so you're looking at the men's G3 stocking foot. We also offer this in a women's G3 stocking foot, a G3 boot foot, and then we also have included the G3 pant, which is a fantastic option for kind of that late spring, early summer, just a really nice additional wader to add to your quiver. And that is the G3 guide collection. All right, so now it's time for me to introduce to you the most technologically advanced wader we've ever created, the G4Z stocking foot. To us, G4 is really representative of our design and development expertise when it comes to waders. Just like G3, this wader has won many coveted industry and consumer awards, and also just like G3, this wader is made from head to toe in Bozeman, Montana. It is the most durable wader in our line, and that's why it's really kind of become the wader of choice for hardcore anglers and guides that are fishing in really remote locations like Alaska. But it's also a great choice if you're going to be fishing in really cold and wet environments like the Olympic Peninsula. So before we jump into the features, I would like to address the fabric here. As you might imagine, we're implementing the highest end, most performance-driven fabrics that we can get our hands on. It is the same fabric package as G3, however, what we've done up top here is we have added a proprietary face fabric just for a little bit of added durability. So what you have is a 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell up top, 4-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell down low. And I would also like to call out that we've extended that 4-layer up about 4 inches just for a little bit of added durability. In terms of features, one of the things I really like is this all-new spacer mesh suspender system. It's really, really breathable, super comfortable, and because we have this big back yoke here, you're gonna get a ton of support. And then as we move down, you'll notice we have cam locking suspender hardware. What I really liked about that is it allows you to adjust those suspenders on the fly. And then the most obvious feature of this wader is the fully submersible center front zipper. What I really like about the zip wader is it makes it really, really easy to get in and to get out of. So once we unzip this guy, we've also included 2 fully submersible zippered pockets on both flanks of the wader. Great spot to stash anything that you really don't want to get wet while you're on the water. We've got dual stretch woven chest pockets here. Great spot for fly boxes or anything else you want to keep close to hand. We've got 2 zippered micro fleece line hand warmer pockets. And then another small detail that I really like is this G-Force specific stretch neoprene wading belt. Much like the suspenders, it really allows you to adjust that belt on the fly. We've got really burly low profile belt loops here, our patented front and back leg seams to really give you that really great mobility. And then as you might imagine, we've got our integrated neoprene gravel guards as well. We've left the boots off of this guy because I did want to point out one thing on the stocking foot, and that's these overlays here. So the way these work is when you squish those down in your wading boot, they're going to kind of accordion up and give you a much, much better fit and therefore better circulation, keeping your feet just a little bit warmer. And that is the all-new G4Z, the most feature-rich, technologically advanced wader of all time. Okay, so that sums up the entire Simms wader lineup. Hopefully this video was informative and helped you kind of make the decision on which wader is going to be right for you. Couple of reminders. Please take the time and really dial in the fit of your wader. In my opinion, the best way to do that, go visit your local retailer, try on a few sizes until you find the perfect fit. And also, remember, all of these waders have a fantastic warranty attached to them, and you can always send those waders back in if you need a fix to get you back out on the water.